Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Sakshi here. Today we are making a giant tomato Punjabi gravy, which is a delicious homestyle gravy, and if you make this in advance, you can store it for up to 7 to 10 days in the refrigerator and use it whenever to make sabjis of your choice. So we shall share the gravy as well as sabji recipe in this video, and you can find all the ingredients in the description box, so don't forget to check them out. And let's get started. So we take 700 grams or 6 to 7 medium-sized tomatoes with about enough water so that it fills half the cooker, along with 1 to 2 inches of ginger. You can skip this if you don't eat it. 2 tablespoons of melon seeds. I've just washed them and I'm using it. So about 10-20 grams and around 14 pieces of cashews. I'm also going to add in 7 to 8 dry red chilies, mainly for color, 2 bay leaves, and some garam masala. So I'm using some cloves, 2 to 3 cloves, 1 star anise, 1 cinnamon stick. Yeah, just lightly mix that so that the vegetables get soaked in the water. And I'm going to now cover this and let it cook for about 4 whistles. Let the cooker cool completely and then open and remove any of those big garam masalas. I'm removing the anise and the bay leaf. And now using an immersion blender, we'll blend this to a smooth paste. You can drain off the excess water and then blend it, but I just did it this way. And this gravy is now ready. So now we'll take a pan with 2 tablespoons of oil. This is important to help preserve the gravy. So little more of oil. And then we can strain through the gravy. We want to remove bits of those big garam masala and any chunks of tomatoes or the cashews. So we just sieve through it so that we get a smooth gravy. I'm going to give it a very good mix, and now we have to cook this for about 8 to 10 minutes until excess water is evaporated. So I'm going to cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then open and stir it again so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And then you may half cover and cook it until most of the water is evaporated. I'm going to add in 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar to help balance the sourness of the tomatoes. Also add in enough salt to taste. Now the oil has started to separate. Even the gravy is started to leaving the sides of the pan. So we finish with half teaspoon of garam masala, and this is the consistency we're looking for. So the gravy is ready. You can store it in the refrigerator for up to 1 week and use it to make any sabjis of your choice. We shall be making gobi matar aloo masala today, and while I share that recipe, please comment down below what recipe would you like to watch next, and we would try to bring that to you. Let's make the sabji now. So we have 1 tablespoon of oil with a teaspoon of jeera and 1/4 teaspoon of hing. So we cook this until the jeera starts to splutter. And now I'm going to add in the potatoes. Now I know this is a giant video recipe, so please feel free to skip the potatoes if you wouldn't consume them. So 1 potato diced up. I'm going to give it a stir, add in a bit of salt, and we have to cook this until they become crispy. We could fry them, but we're making it healthy by only shallow frying them. So we cover and cook for about 2 to 3 times until 5 minutes until they become nice and crisp like this. Yes, so the potatoes are looking good. We now add in 1.5 cups of gobi. If you're not using potatoes, feel free to add up to 2 to 2.5 cups of gobi florets. Add in enough salt for the gobi and cover and cook until it becomes nice and tender. So we just insert a knife and it goes in smoothly. This is what we're looking for. So this is looking great. And I remove this on a pan. Shallow frying the vegetables brings a lot of flavor to the sabji, which is why we did that. I'm not going to add in any more oil, just a little bit of jeera and 3 to 4 ladlefuls. So about half a cup of the gravy that we made. So we add it to the pan and then add in just some masalas. So I'm using a teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of haldi, 1 teaspoon of dhania jeera powder, half teaspoon of garam masala, and half teaspoon of kitchen king masala. Use whatever masalas you have in your pantry. This is a simple home style but a delicious sabji. So in 2 to 3 minutes, the curry would leave the sides of the pan. We now add in 1 cup of water Mix it through the gravy and then add in the shallow fried vegetables. So we're making gobi matar masala. You can make mixed veg masala, paneer butter masala, any sabjis of your choice. Add in enough salt for all the vegetables and the gravy. Give it a good stir. Cover for just about 3 to 4 minutes. Finish with 2 tablespoons of finely chopped coriander leaves. I also like to add in a teaspoon of ghee for an extra flavor. You may leave that out. And this delicious sabji is ready. So serve hot with some garma garam parathas and the sabji is ready in no time. So hope you enjoyed today's video. This gravy can be used especially when you're in a hurry or early in the mornings to make any sabjis or dals of your choice. So do try it out, share your reviews in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Sakshi signing off. Bye bye.